ongoing fight from coast to coast, the rapid expansion of data centers now pitting big tech against local homeowners. Many communities are pushing back, saying enough is enough. Joining us now is Elena Schlossberg. She's the director of the Coalition to Protect Prince William County in Virginia. We're going to show a map here so that everybody can see the area that we're talking about. Why don't you describe the project as you understand it and why you're against it?
So the Digital Gateway is proposed next to the most historic national park in the country, the Manassas National Battlefield. It's on historic land. It is in a drinking water supply watershed for the region that includes almost 1 million people. And it simply is in the wrong place. And it was done without proper oversight. The Board of Supervisors, in a lame duck vote, because 2 of them had been voted out, passed it in spite of the fact that there was a problem with the simple notification. And, you know, what we're saying is it's not in the right place. Not only is it not in the right place, they don't know how much water this 1,900 acres of data center development. It's the largest in the world. We don't know how much water. They wouldn't disclose that. They wouldn't disclose where the buildings are. We are guessing how much power. We know there's at least 12 substations. We're talking about at least 6, we are estimating 6 gigawatts of power. And what that means is that's as much power as 6 nuclear reactors. And what we're saying is, what are you foisting upon the community? Our electricity bills are increasing. These data centers are next to retirement communities. They're next to our assisted living. They're next to nurseries. They're next to schools. They are simply consuming too much. They're taking too much power, too much water, too much land. And we're saying it's enough.
The Secretary of Energy was on the Politico's Energy podcast. He was asked about this in general, not this particular project. Listen to him here.
People are skeptical. Oh my gosh, this is going to further add insult to injury and drive up my energy prices. I understand their concerns. We are in dialogues with all the hyperscale developers about not only being a long-term force to drive down electricity prices on the grid, but to also be a short-term force to stop the existing price rises.
I don't know where on the political spectrum politicians are following on this, because I've been following this all across the country. And it's very interesting because local communities seem to be saying, wait, hold on a second. How do you put into context your local, state, and federal government representatives for your project?
So what we have found is this is a totally nonpartisan issue. I was once seen hugging the most conservative Republican on the House floor in the General Assembly in Virginia, and somebody commented, hell must have frozen over that Elena and Delegate Bob Marshall are hugging over this issue of unconstrained data center development, putting too much pressure on our grid, too much pressure on our other resources. And the reality is what Secretary Wright is suggesting is that these data center campuses rely on their diesel generators. And that happened. That happened during the storm that came through just 2 weeks ago. And you have communities that are next to data center campuses that are relying on gas generators that are the same as listening to a jet turbine engine. And these diesel generators are kicking on and spewing out all sorts of pollutants. And it's not sustainable. The state of Virginia is putting pressure on the entire PJM network. When I talked to your producer yesterday, she shared that she lived in New Jersey and that her electricity prices are increasing. And I'm like, yeah, because you're the J in PJM. And right now, this is not sustainable. We have got to have innovation in this industry. It's not about being anti-data. It's about being anti-taking my property for your transmission lines, living next to your diesel generators that are turning on.
Elena Schlossberg, stay in touch with us because you're not the only one going through this, and we'll continue to follow it as the country grapples with how to power up the new technologies. Thank you so much.